basically. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my DIY recipe for a homemade Lysol disinfectant antiviral spray for the air. I will also be including a little printable that's like a little recipe and how to guide down in my description box down below. Now, before we get into the recipe, make sure that you are subscribed, that you give this video a thumbs up, and that you also leave me a comment, because when you guys do all those three things, it really helps me out with YouTube. It pushes my content out further and it helps me do what I do here for you guys. So let's get right into it. So I've been seeing, a lot of people are obviously utilizing the Lysol disinfectant sprays right now as they try and disinfect the air around them in their homes. And while I think that spray is effective, I always cringe when I see people spray it around food, around their pets, and around their children, because yes, the ingredients in there do kill viruses and bacteria, but it is also highly toxic. I wanted to come up with my own recipe that I could do at home that was effective with bacteria and viruses, but also something that's a lot more natural and something that I can control in my own home. So as with anything that I do, I did some research. So the first thing that I did was I purchased this really cool, this is a continuous mist bottle, and I got this off of Amazon. I will include the link for you guys in my description box down below. But what this is a very unique bottle. This bottle allows you to press the trigger and the mist is actually continuous. So this acts very similarly to what a Lysol can of disinfectant might act like. You press it one time. I don't know if you guys can see, but basically you press it one time and it dispenses a mist. So whatever you put, it smells good. So whatever you put in here is actually going to come out more like an air disinfectant versus you just, squirting water into the air. So this was key for making my home disinfecting spray. So I purchased this off of Amazon. Now, the next thing that I wanted to do was find an astringent or a solvent. I didn't want to use just water. I wanted to find a solvent that also had antibacterial and antiviral properties. The number one recipe that I found online utilizes rubbing alcohol, and right now I know that rubbing alcohol is actually out of stock in a lot of stores, so I know that it's hard to come by. However, the next best thing, and I say next best thing, but really I prefer this, I actually found out that Witch Hazel is an astringent that is antiviral and antibacterial, and it is readily available at Targets, on Amazon, CVS. A lot of the stores carry Witch Hazel. This is the Witch Hazel that I purchased off of Amazon. This particular one is fragrance free. It's 100% pure. I know that there are some that have different additives and fragrances to it. I went ahead and I went with as pure as I could get. So this is, it's used as a toner, Witch Hazel. However, after doing some research, I found out that it is antiviral and antibacterial, and I thought that this would be my perfect base for my disinfecting spray. Now, if you don't have Witch Hazel, or you prefer to use rubbing alcohol or full-on grain alcohol vodka, that's fine too. I didn't have any and I wasn't going to get any, and besides, I actually prefer the Witch Hazel. The other things that you're going to want to need are some essential oils. This is going to be the base of what you need to make it antiviral. Anything you add in for fragrance is completely up to you, but to make this concoction antiviral, you're going to need some tea tree oil, some lemon essential oil. The lemon is optional, but I really like it in my mix. Another great oil to put in there is peppermint oil. And then the other oil that's actually really great and it's antiviral, it's good to ingest, but it's also good for the air, is actually oregano oil. So you're only gonna need like the smallest amount to go in there, otherwise it's gonna smell like you're making pizza, which isn't a bad thing, but if you don't want your house to smell like pizza, make sure that you use this very sparingly. And then the other oil blend that I have, I actually purchased from Plant Therapy, and it's called Germ Fighter, and it's a and this is a synergy blend of things like lemon, clove bud, eucalyptus, cinnamon, and rosemary. And so this is called Germ Fighter. This is from them, and I'm also going to just add it into my mix. I'm going to include a little like recipe printable card for you guys down in my description box below that you can kind of follow along. But the main base antiviral properties that are going to be what's, you know, the effective thing in your disinfectant are going to be the witch hazel, the oregano oil, the tea tree oil, this germ fighter blend, and then also the peppermint. So when I first actually purchased this witch hazel and I smelled it, I was a little concerned that it was going to leave a funky smell in my home if I use this as the base for my disinfectant. The only reason is because it just smells very like earthy and like plant-like, and I wasn't sure if I would like it. However, once I added in my tea tree, I added in my lemon oil, my peppermint, that smell was completely gone. It was masked, so that was totally fine. So I have my continuous spray bottle, which this thing is super cool. I'm gonna order another one, but here's what I want to say about this bottle. It is plastic. It's a hard plastic, but if you know anything about essential oils, especially the citrus ones, if you have a cheaper plastic or thinner plastic, the citrus will eat away at the plastic. I haven't found an aluminum bottle that also has a continuous mist nozzle, but what I suspect that you can do is go ahead and purchase one and be able to just use the trigger. I don't think it's going to be an issue with me this time because, like I said, this plastic is very hard. So I'm going to go ahead and use my essential oils with this. However, if given the option, I would purchase an aluminum one or a glass, but they just didn't have that option, and I really wanted something with that continuous mist. So I'm gonna start off by making my solution. I have my bottle here that's empty. I'm going to fill it up. This is 16 ounces, by the way. I'm gonna make about half, so I'm gonna take about 8 ounces of my witch hazel and pour it in here. Now for 8 ounces of witch hazel, I'm going to do 4 drops of tea tree oil, and you can totally adjust this recipe to your liking. If you make it one time and you're not a fan of how it smells, adjust it by adding things that you like. Like I said, the antiviral base is going to be the tea tree, the peppermint, the germ fighter, and the oregano oil, but everything else, like, you are the boss of your antiviral spray in your home, so feel free to do what you want. After the tea tree oil, I have my peppermint oil, so I'm going to do about 2 to 3 drops of that. So the oregano, you're only gonna want to do like no more than 2 drops for the 16 ounces because, like I said, your house is gonna smell like you're baking pizza. It smells delicious, but you know, not everyone wants that in their home. 2 drops of the oregano. I'm going to do about 3 drops of my germ fighter blend. 2, 3. And to finish everything off, I'm going to take squirts of the lemon essential oil. I purchased this off Amazon. I love this stuff. I use this for diffusing, for cleaning solutions, for getting sticker gunk off clothes. So this is really handy. So once you have filled up your bottle, you're gonna wanna give everything a really thorough shake, and every time that you're gonna spray this, make sure that you shake it up because it kind of disperses the oils in there a lot better. Magical, so cool. Basically, squirt away, have fun. You can do your own reading and research on all of the essential oils and things that I put in here, including the witch hazel. I highly recommend it. I think this is an awesome alternative that's a lot more natural and non-toxic and safe for your kiddos and your pets and you and your home. So I definitely would recommend trying this if you would like to go more the natural route. I hope this video was useful to you guys. Again, remember that there is a little printable down in my description box down below to check out the recipe and full information and just some more general information about this little concoction here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're new here, leave me a comment down below. If you want me to make anything else or have any recommendations, be sure to leave me a comment down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in my next one.